report.
Yes, sir. This here goes out to any and all sunsets. Why? Because they're beautiful, and I love them. I've had a rough day, now it's time to unwind. There are loads of things I want to try and get off my mind, like being fired from my job by my boss named Bob, and the stress is really making my brain cells throb. Not to mention bad attention and some after-school detention, adding insult to my injury of job suspension. Having to worry about my bills, worst time to call me chill, and it just makes me want to stop and lie down on this hill. Then this little mini rest makes me feel less depressed and goes away all the dread when I look far ahead. Suddenly my anger is going away, all thanks to this really beautiful display. I've got my personal regrets and things that get me all upset, but all that stuff I'll soon forget when I lay down and watch the sunset. It gives me this relaxing feeling that everything's going to be alright. It helps out with my mental healing, and it's also a very beautiful sight. The mixtures of orange and blue and pink make me forget that the world can sometimes stink. Such an amazing sight about to turn into night, and enough to make me think of these lyrics to write. I may be in a situation where I'm stuck on probation, but now my mind can take a little mini vacation, lying down in the grass instead of breaking glass, even though the sensation's not going to last. And seeing the stars scatter will not really matter, because by the next day I'm going to feel sadder, going back to school and having to deal with more work. Let's also not forget the occasional jerk. Time begins to pass very slowly, and I begin to feel very lonely. But the closer we get to that pretty sunset, the more of that stuff I begin to forget. Ring of a bell directly at 3. Since I'm out of a job, my time is now free. Problem is, it doesn't start till right around 7, so 4 more hours till I get to witness heaven. I got myself plenty of time to kill before I drive to the park and lay down on the hill. Oh well, once I see the sky in its prime, it'll all be worth that big stretch of time. I've got my personal regrets and things that get me all upset, but all that stuff I'll soon forget when I lay down and watch the sunset. It gives me this relaxing feeling that everything's going to be alright. It helps out with my mental healing, and it's also a very beautiful sight. You see, people, sunsets are like Tim Curry. Their very presence automatically improves anything they're involved in.
As we see, the wild William Pearson appears to be climbing the tree.